understand the things I've been given in life aren't there, and everything seems against me all the time. I don't know how to stand up, but I've got faith in the sun and all of the things I do. I don't need no one else to tell me what I can do. If you don't realize all of the things your life can do, you will be left behind.
Welcome back to Fluffy Flamingos, my fellow magic junkies. Today we are going to talk about a verbal mathematical card force, and it's super easy, very natural, and it's so easy that you can learn it in just a couple of minutes. This video is super short. I guess it could also be classified as impromptu because you only need to set it up once on your phone, and after that, like, you're set for life. It's just so easy. After that, it truly is like anytime, anywhere, very spontaneous. Now, before we dive into the rest of this episode, I just wanted to apologize for missing last week. There was a family emergency, and I was out of town for a majority of this week. So I apologize for that, but everything has been resolved, and we will be scheduled normally, as you're seeing now. But I just felt really bad. I missed the episode last week for every platform that I'm running right now, and it just isn't a good feeling. So I just wanted to apologize and come out ahead of it. And I'm really sorry, guys, but thank you for sticking with me. And we will return to our regularly scheduled show Sundays, 3 p.m. Mountain Time. So here we are. The last thing that I wanted to mention, kind of as an announcement, is that season 5 for Fluffy Flamingos is the final season of this show. After season 5, this series will be over. All of it, I mean. There's a couple of reasons. One, and this is a fundamental film principle that I follow in my life, I feel like a lot of shows just end up being crappy after season 5. They just can't get things together. So I feel like season 5 is a good stopping point. I also need to free up some free time, and this channel has taken 6 years of my life to constantly be working on. I've definitely learned a lot, and there's nothing about this channel that I'm ashamed of. Definitely some cringy moments, but it's not enough to make me wish it never happened. I love this channel. I love this project that I've worked on for 6 years, and it's been a pleasure, but I need some of my free time back so I can focus on more important things. But I would not give up unless I feel like I accomplished what I came here to do. I taught, you guys learned. I recorded memories, and I still constantly rewatch things and reminisce in those memories. I started this channel for so many different reasons, and my reasons were constantly changing. But ultimately, I wanted to teach, and I wanted to capture my life, and especially for my children in the future. So whenever my kids watch this, they know who I am and what I did. My parents have never been open about their childhood or what they used to look like or what they used to do. I know bits and pieces now, but it's been 21 years and I've had to pry it out of their minds, and I don't want to be that for my kids. So this channel has been amazing, and I've captured so much in 5 seasons. For those of you watching, don't fret, this season is actually going to be longer than the rest of them. This will be about 30 episodes, not including the last 2 remaining Silent Minds episodes. So if I did my math right, it should end around November, like mid-November-ish. It's just got a lot on my plate, and I think this is the right move. End on a high note, and we're gonna try and cover really important, really fun things before I go. I have a big list of about 60 things that I feel like magicians should learn and should know. It's gonna be very hard to narrow it down to half that list, But I'm gonna try and find things that are both fun, but also like very important to learn, so that this last season really hits home and like really has value for those who are watching now. We're really like this close to 600 subscribers, and I couldn't be prouder. This channel has been my brain baby since I was about 14. So, like I said, this season will last a long time, and I'm very excited to push forward and figure this out with you guys. So, let's make the best of it. Okay, going back to the tutorial, today's episode is all about a card force. This card force that I'm speaking of comes with a performance which we're gonna watch right now. Okay, this is my lucky card. I don't leave anywhere without it.
Okay.
Okay? You're gonna leave that in your hand. It's in a plastic sleeve. We'll get to in a second. But we're gonna pick a card together. Okay, I have a list of 52 cards on my phone, and we're gonna do a little equation, and you can get really just about any number you'd like. But first, there's 52 cards in a deck, so I'm gonna have you think of a double-digit number in between 1 and 52. And just let me know when you have it. Don't tell me what it is.
Double digit?
Yeah.
So wouldn't it be 10 to 52?
Sure.
Let's see. Okay.
You got one.
Yeah.
Go ahead, add those digits together.
Okay.
Okay. The original number that you had, I want you to minus the number that you now have.
Okay.
Okay. What number do you have?
18.
18. So if you take a look, 18, go ahead and say it out loud.
4 of hearts.
Okay, and you can testify these are all different.
By the looks of it, yeah.
Okay. So go on ahead, flip over the card, take it out of the plastic sleeve. What do you have? This is just for you, show 'em. Okay, but you said 4 of hearts, that's what we landed on? Okay, so this is more than just bullshit. Read the fine print out loud.
If a manufacturing
Louder for the phone.
If a manufacturing defect is found in this deck that makes it unusable for normal gameplay and is returned before it has been extensively used, we will be glad to replace it. Return the 4 of hearts to the address found on the box.
Thank you very much. This particular card force is so easy. It takes like minutes to set up once, and then you're set for life. And it's so easy that it takes like a couple of seconds to like do any actual work. The first thing you need to do for this trick is memorize the formula that you give your spectator. So you give them the parameters 1 to 52, and they have to think of a double digit within those parameters. So let's say they pick, 13. They have to add those digits together. 1 plus 3 equals 4. So once they have that end number, they're gonna take 13 minus 4, the original number they thought of, minus the current number. And that's it, that's the equation. Double digit number, add digits, original number minus current number. That's your equation. So once you memorize that and really kind of figure out how you want to perform it and give a story, give a show, then that's it. That's all the work you need to do, because that equation, no matter what number you pick between 1 and 52, I mean, I guess in general, doesn't have to be within those parameters, but it will be for us. If you use that equation, you will always have a multiple of 9. 13 minus 4 is literally 9. And you can try this equation all you want at home. Just keep mathematizing things, and you'll see that this equation only leads you to multiples of 9. So, your list on your phone, just grab a deck of cards, look at the order of the cards, and just copy paste that into your notes. Super easy so far. Then you're going to take numbers 9, 18, 27, 36, and 45 and replace it with the card that you want to force. It's that easy. So in my example, I used the 4 of hearts, and I used a card with the middle finger on it. So in that performance, I used a bot trick called FU2 by Lloyd Barnes. I just like the gag, the gimmick. It's just really funny, but also has like a nice plot twist by reading the small print at the bottom of the card. So it's really clever, really funny, and it always gets a good laugh. But you really could do this with just the 4 of hearts. Like you could use any deck of cards. You could even just use like a prediction, like just on a napkin, write it on their hand or whatever, and that's just as fine. And that's it. That's literally it. So put a card on their hand, write a prediction or whatever you want to do that will reveal it at the end. Have them think of the formula, come up with a number, and the nice thing about it is like they could come up with a bunch of different numbers. So if you have like a big group of people, you can tell all of them like, okay, so think of this, think of a number, and then you'll say, okay, what were you thinking of? And they say 27. Someone else says 9. Someone else says 18. But then, I don't know, someone else says 27. You say, okay, so 27 came up twice, so let's just do 27. Or like, what do you guys want to do if it doesn't double up? And they're like, let's do 18. It's even more probable that like you could do anything that they want. After you come up with a number, you show them the list on your phone. They read out loud the card on your number. Some people are a little nervous of showing them a list because they're afraid that someone will be like, hey, there's like 3 or 4 of hearts in here. If that really terrifies you, I've never had an issue with it. You can just double space everything. It's pretty easy, really nice. And it'll just space things out so they won't see a connection if you're worried about that. So once they read the card on the list, you reveal it in your theatrical, usual way, and that's the trick. That's it. So really nice, easy, fun, and a very powerful tool. So this is just a fun card force. I wouldn't really call it a psych force because of the math involved, but it is fun nonetheless, and again, very practical. Just make them math themselves into this realm of magic. And that's it for this tutorial. So I hope this was short and sweet, and I hope you guys enjoyed, that you guys learned a lot. And yeah, we got a whole season 5 ahead of us, an extra lengthy season. So stay tuned for the next episode, which I believe should be Silent Minds. We're so close to finishing that series. Very excited. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next episode of Fluffy Flamingos. Peace.
All of the things you're